Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I said this from the very beginning of the garbage in Ukraine started a long time ago. I want to say in about 1993 or so. But nevertheless, what's going on? We have an alternative to what the Russians call Anglo-Saxon world, which is BRICS. And as I said many times before, the Russians, the Chinese, and other countries that are willing to get out of the sphere of influence and dominance of the American interests who are dominating Europe. Unfortunately, Europe is not independent. Europe is just a entity that is actually under the political, I would say, military and definitely economic dominance from the United States of America. Russia opposes all this in Ukraine. Unfortunately, they got to that point where they couldn't kneel Russia through economic means, political means, so they got to the last resort, which is military, using, nationalism and hatred. What do we have here? We have here three, I would say, very important players on this planet at this point, which is Russia, China, and Iran, conducting military drills, naval military drills. I'm expecting, and I think it's going to happen, that other countries will join this alliance. They don't call it an alliance, but that's what it is. And eventually this was a normal occurrence that the Americans could have prevented, but they lost control. Why? They pushed their luck too far. And when I was talking about Americans, I'm not talking about American people, not even the government, because the government is, by others. So what's going on here? I have two articles coming from the bad people from Sputnik, where they're going to give us some detail on the military naval drills that these guys conducted. Here, this is the first one. Sputnik, this is from 19 hours ago. BRICS plus powers, Russia, Iran, and China flex military muscle in massive naval drills. Iran joined BRICS Plus and the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in 2023. I claimed that Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS will play as the foundation of the second front, the second option, let's put it, on this planet. I think that's a third one, but the third one is always open to being grabbed by the two, which is unaligned countries. But how can you be unaligned when Al Capone comes over and says, you need to come over here? Well, they're going to run to the other side. So basically, there's two options. One, the old Al Capone, and the other one, the new option, which is BRICS and Shanghai Cooperation Organization, which try to show being a new organization. You kind of don't know what their intentions are, but usually, another option is going to be better than the first one, but with time probably will end up the same as the first organization. I hope it doesn't, because you always want options. In this case, two is better than one or none. So, and has been hosting naval drills with Russia and China since 2018, Iran. A report put out this week by the U.S. Office of the Director of National Intelligence recently listed the three countries plus North Korea as state actors capable of challenging the U.S. drive for global hegemony. That's exactly what they said. Yeah, North Korea as well. And there are going to be some others as well, guaranteed. Warships from Russia, Iran, and China have kicked the latest round of maritime drills in the Gulf of Oman and the Indian Ocean. You know what it is? I'm going to show you. All right, here is Oman, so obviously the Gulf of Oman. This one, Persian Gulf, right here, and then you got the Indian Ocean, and that is right here, south of India, obviously. So we got in this area, they operate right here. Where the Americans are fighting the Houthis. What a coincidence, right? So Gulf of Oman and the Indian Ocean. The large-scale exercise dubbed Maritime Security Belt 2024. Now this sounds better than the idiotic Westerns names for their exercises and operations, and involving over 20 ships. Support vessels and naval helicopters got underway on Tuesday and will continue until Friday, taking place across an area of 17,000 plus square kilometers. Ships involved include Russia's missile carrier and the Marshall frigate, China's guided missile destroyer, and another guided missile frigate, plus 10 Iranian warships, including the cutting edge Parapapa Pipirigi Korokoro, and then the frigate right here, and first attack boats from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps Papapap. Let's see, do you see anything here? That looks new. It doesn't mean it's... What's it, fishing boat?
Russian Navy warship and Russian Navy warship.
This is the evidence. Helicopters, tra-la-la. So basically, they're floating. So let's see what else these guys have to give us in this. I'm not going to have this guy talk here. I'm going to go to the next article, which is also from Sputnik, and this is from 6 hours ago. Russian, Chinese, Iranian navies finish active phase of sea security belt drills. So again, the crew of the Pacific Fleet of the Russian Navy, Oman, Gulf of Oman. Oh, maybe we see this one. They did it for us to see, right? Look over there, they're all... All right, personal note on this one. I'm not a... What's up, buddy? The cat. I have never... Maybe because I am not very familiar with this. I've never been a fan of warships. Why? Because they are so slow. They're so easily identifiable and overwhelmed with... You need one and they're done. Boom, club. You coming up? Coming up, buddy? No? Okay. So never so. So when I see these things, oh, you're up. Now we gotta pay attention. So this, all right, he sits behind the camera. That's good. So you can show me 30 warships, 30. I never had a, as I said, I've never been a fan of that one. Too slow, too easily identifier, and being hit one and you're done. But nevertheless. The Russian, Iranian, and Chinese naval forces practice joint maneuvering. Okay, well, what can you do? Conclusion. We definitely have a second alliance. And sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I think in this case, it's good because what some people portray or not portray, perceive as the first alliance of being as a hegemonic alliance. These guys oppose it, and it's always good because when things are, as I said, options in this case are good, and they're going to interact. They're going to interact and they're going to communicate, and that means you don't have monopoly. If the monopoly is good, but monopoly usually is not good, then yeah, you would like to have the philosopher king, as Plato called it. But I don't think we have the case here with Al Capone. I don't think he's either a king or a philosopher. I think he's something else, gang boss. So here it is. These three are together and more to join. I guarantee you that. So stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Thank you for being with me again today.